Hello, welcome, namaste. We're going to be flowing, another yoga practice for you to tap into your body, connect to your mind, become the observer of your mind so you're not your thoughts, you're observing your thoughts, and then drop into your body to become aware of whatever you have going on within. I normally like to teach with props, but because this is for YouTube and not everyone has props lying around, I'm just going to teach without props. So if you have props in your space and you want to bring them into your practice, go ahead and do so. This is a short 15-minute practice for you to, again, connect to yourself. Let's start on our back. And if you don't know, I live in Florida and it's the winter and it's freezing in Florida today. So may this class bring you warmth as well from whatever, wherever you are, transcending time and space. So take a moment here, notice the parts of your body that are where the majority of the pressure is. So I feel the pressure majority on my tailbone, my upper back. So from here, if that's the case for you as well, more pressure on tailbone, think of lengthening yourself, like your torso out of your pelvis. And then notice the lower back, okay? And then begin to press down into your lower back so that pressure comes off of the tailbone, off the pelvis, and into your lower back. And then think of pressing your lower back down into the floor, okay? And like if you wanted to slide your hands under your lower back, don't let them. Let your lower back block out your hands and you're going to feel your core muscles turn on. Now this is your transverse abdominals. I like to refer to them as the TVA, your true core. So activate that here. And you may even find that your hips maybe just float off the floor slightly. And as you engage your core, tap in to the lower belly. Bring the right hand to the lower belly and the left hand to the heart. Breathe here. Separate your toes. Soften your jaw. Breathe from belly to ribs to chest. One more full breath. And then go ahead and let that transverse abdominal, that TVA engagement go. From here, bring your hands by your side and let's practice coordinating our movement with breath. On your next inhale, lift your arms up at the pace of your inhale. So when you begin to inhale, the arms will float up towards the ceiling. And when you begin to exhale, let your palms face down and let your arms float down at the pace of your exhale. So pace of your breath is the guide. Continue several more, just practicing that coordination of breath. And let's add to this here. So on the inhale, you'll float the arms up. And on the exhale, let the arms fall back behind you. Inhale, slowly float arms up at the pace of your inhale and start to engage transverse abdominals again. Keep them engaged. Exhale, lower the hands down by your sides. And then again, inhale, float the arms at the pace of your inhale. And let the arms come down behind you at the pace of your exhale. Inhale, let's lift the arms. Exhale, lower them down by your side. Now working with that TVA engagement, ground your low back, and on the inhale, let's tilt the pelvis forward. So creating an arch or an extension in the low back. And then on the exhale, ground your low back again. Inhale, tilt pelvis forward. Exhale to ground. And then inhale, tilt pelvis forward. Exhale, ground. Now on the inhale, let's tilt the pelvis back by peeling sitting bones off the floor. Peel the pelvis off the floor, lower back off the floor. Pause here, separate your toes. Root down into your heels, your big toe, your pinky toe, and the palms of your hands. Separate your fingers. and begin to lift up some more, coming into our first Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. Let's inhale here. And then on the exhale, peel down from cervical spine, so our upper back down into our thoracic spine, our middle back down into our ribs to the lumbar spine, low back ground. Feel transverse abdominals, okay? Inhale, now tilt the pelvis forward. Exhale, ground the low back, activating TVA. And then inhale, peel the pelvis back, slowly lifting up, grounding through the big toes, pinkies, heels, palms, finger pads into Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Breathe here, feel glutes, hips, legs. Take a breath. And slowly peel your spine down, ground the low back one more time. Feel TVA engaged, and then inhale, tilt pelvis forward. Exhale, ground. Inhale, peel on up. 3 breaths. Let's pause. Breathe, relax, feel, watch, allow. One more breath. On your exhale, peel yourself down. Ground, transverse abdominals. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward. Exhale, ground. Bring your knees into the chest and let's rock side to side. And as you rock in each direction, let your head turn in each direction. As you lean right, look right. As you lean left, look left. And notice how your body is feeling just after waking things up through our spine, through our back body, our posterior chain, via bridge pose, via kind of moving our spine like a wave. Take a big breath here. Find stillness. Let's get the lymphatic flowing. Straighten up the legs and the arms and shake everything out. For 10, shake everything out for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, bend the knees, slowly land the feet, glide them out. Big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Excellent. Notice the sensations felt in the body. It's kind of like we just shook up our snow globe of self and we let the snow fall anew, stimulating our lymphatic system, our immune system. Let's do this one more time. Bring the knees up into the chest, arms lift, legs lift, and shake everything out. Your skin, your bones, your tissues. For 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your feet flat. Glide the legs out. Big inhale and sigh it out through the mouth. Take a breath here. In your mind, say something kind to yourself. And begin to meet me up into a tabletop. From tabletop, let's tuck the toes, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly as you lift the tailbone and the head. Exhale, round the back, flex the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips and head. Exhale and round. Inhale, drop belly, lift hips, lift head. Exhale, round. And again, inhale, drop belly, lift hips, lift head. Exhale and round. From here with the toes tucked, come back, sit on your feet, roll the shoulders up and down a couple times and the other way around. Reach the arms forward. Make soft fists, thumbs and palms, fingers over, and inhale, reach forward, lift up, slide back, slide down. Reach forward, shoulders lift, slide them back and down. Slide forward, lift to ears, back, down. Now we're gonna go backwards, okay? So right now we're down, you guys. So reach back, lift up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down. One more time. Back, Up, forward, down. Inhale, up onto the toes, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower your hands down, tabletop. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, drop belly, lift hips and lift head. Exhale, round, pause. Think of pressing your lower back to the ceiling as we were pressing it to the floor before. So same sort of press points. Float the knees into floating table. Breathe. Shoulders over wrists. Connect to the body via the hands, the feet, your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, come on up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time, drop the opposite heel. And notice how the whole body lengthens, like as the right heel drops, right shoulder lengthens, left heel drops, left shoulder and ribs lengthen. And breathe into the sensations that you feel here connecting to your body. And begin to pause in your downward face. Breathe, let the neck be long. 3 deep breaths. And from here, let's walk the hands back towards the body. Micro bend in the knees, forward fold. Press into your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. 2 more times, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up, lift into Tadasana, mountain pose. If your back is arched, tuck the pelvis, long spine, 3 breaths. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, from belly to ribs to chest. On the next inhale, reach the fingertips up. On the exhale, micro bend in the knees, cactus arms, open the heart towards the ceiling. And then inhale, reach on up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, soft micro bend in the knees, forward fold, hug yourself. Feel back body opening. Press into shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, walk your hands out. And this time come into a plank, lengthening body here. On your exhale, into down dog. On the inhale, lift the right leg up, and exhale, bend the knee, send the foot over to the left side, breathe into right hip. And then on the exhale, bring the leg back down. Inhale, lift the left leg up, and exhale, bend the knee, send the foot to the side, breathing into left hip. And let's bring the leg back on down. Walk feet forward to find your hands. Micro bend in the knees, fold here. Press into the shins. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. Exhale, release, float arms up, arrive into Tadasana. 3 breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, micro bend in the knees, cactus arms, heart opens, front body opens. And then inhale, rise, long spine, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, micro bend in the knees, hug yourself, back body opens. Press into shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bring your hands down, walk back to downward facing dog. And go ahead, walk out the dog. Breathe here. These 15-minute classes go by so quickly, but here we are together, transcending time and space. Pause. Inhale, lift your heels, glide yourself forward into a plank. Now, from plank, you can do a couple things. You can bend your elbows and lower yourself down. That's called a chaturanga. You can bend the knees, bring them to the floor at an angle, untuck the toes. Squeeze your hands together like you want to bunch up the mat. Bend the elbows, lead with your chest, and lower down slowly. Roll the shoulders down the back, press into the palms. Lift up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. You can roll the shoulders back again and Glide the fingertips back, stretching the hands, float the arms. 3 breaths. And let's flip the palms to face the floor. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Retract and depress the shoulders again as you press up, lifting into Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift from the low back, lengthen into plank. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Find the space outside of your hands. Walk, step, jump, or float through. Bring the heels in. Drop your hips down into Malasana. Retract and roll the shoulders down the back. Arms are pressing into legs. Legs press into arms. Push, pull, breathe. 3 breaths. From your Malasana, take one hand down in front of you to lean into it, and take the other hand back behind you. Fingertips face your heels. Lean into that back hand. Other hand comes behind you. Roll the shoulders back as you press your spine through into reverse tabletop. Inhale. On the exhale, let's glide the hips to the hands. We come into a staff pose, Dandasana. Inhale, arms rise. 3 breaths here. Inhale, gather breath. On the exhale, forward fold. 3 breaths. Remember, it doesn't matter how far you can fold or how deep you can go into these asanas. What I suggest you bring your awareness to is just how you feel in your body. What comes up for you? And instead of wanting to go further than it, being with it, breathing into it, relaxing into it, feeling it, watch what you want to do, and then allow it to happen. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. The ego thinks when we go deeper into the pose or get to the next step of life, things are going to be better, but where you are now is where your presence, deserves to be, in my opinion. And that's enough Dharma talk for now. On your inhale, let's come on up and make your way onto your back. Lift the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Deep breath. Notice how the body feels. You can drop the knees to the left, knee down twist. Another breath here. And again, lift the knees into the chest. Exhale, opposite side, knee down twist. On the inhale, let's lift the knees into the chest, straighten out the legs into reverse Dandasana. Breathing here, maybe activate the transverse abdominals again. And in your mind, say something kind to yourself. Our internal dialogue, it's a loud voice, and that's who we live with in our mind. So allow this voice to be our ally. Take another breath. Exhale, drop the knees into chest. Land the feet flat on the ground and begin to lengthen the legs out and down into Shavasana. You can bring the arms in, palms face up, or you can take right hand to belly and left hand to heart, whichever you prefer. Take these moments to drop in. Feel how your body has shifted as we did a little bit of clearing the past 15, 17, 18 minutes. I will guide you out of Shavasana, but of course you may stay here longer if you would like. If you would like to stay here longer, you may. If you would like to release with me, take a big inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, circle your wrists and ankles, stretch in any intuitive ways here. And slowly roll over to one side and make your way back up to a seated position. I like to close intentionally, so bring your hands together to the heart space. Again, take a moment to say something kind to yourself or find something that you are grateful for in your life and take a moment to be in that gratitude. And then send out light or love or peace or balance, whatever you would like, to someone else or to a situation or to a group of people anywhere in this world that could use the support and healing. And until next time, guys, namaste. Feel free to subscribe for more. Let me know how you like the video, and I'll flow with you soon.